Daily maintenance takes very little time but ensures you'll have long-lasting enjoyment of your St. Croix stove. Let's focus on 4 key maintenance steps: dropping clinkers or ash from the burn pot, removing clinkers from the ash pan, cleaning the heat exchange tubes, and cleaning the glass. Set the stove to heat setting number 1. To drop the clinker from the burn pot, use the rod handle to push in the coal rake and shave the burning coals and fuel off the top of the clinker. Then, open the door and add a 1/4 cup of pellets on top of the coals. Extreme caution should be taken when reaching near the flame. Make sure the ash pan is not too full or the pot cannot be emptied. Next, use the rod handle to pull out the slide-out bottom in one quick motion and let the clinker drop into the ash pan. Quickly push the slide-out bottom back in place. Set the stove to heat setting number 1 for a few seconds and then return it to the previous heat setting. The time delay in the program will allow a smooth transition to where the stove was burning before the clinker ash dropped. Finally, drop the coals back into the burn pot by using the rod handle to pull the coal rake out of the burn pot. You may now adjust the stove's heat setting back to your desired level. To clean the heat exchange tubes, use the rod handle to pull the tube scraper out and back a couple of times. If the tube scraper feels sticky or is difficult to move, check for the presence of creosote on the tubes. If creosote is present, you may need to adjust the damper or thoroughly clean the stove because it is plugged. Wiping the window daily with a cloth or paper towel will normally prevent the accumulation of difficult-to-clean residue. Use of a glass cleaner is only permitted when the stove is cold. Here's a helpful tip. While the stove is cool, dip the damp towel in the ashes before wiping to remove stubborn buildup on the glass. Lastly, if you have your stove running on a lower setting continually because you don't need as much heat, it's advisable that you run your stove at the highest setting for an hour or so. This will allow the stove to reach optimum temperature and can reduce maintenance on your stove.